Hello, my friends, and welcome to another edition of Live with Lava Sub. I'm joined by very special guest, Wilder Sharp. Wilder, why don't you say hey to the people at home?
Hey to the people at home. Hello.
Wilder and actually, it's very funny. I was going through my Facebook memories this morning, and I happened upon a post from a few years ago talking about today I'm playing this character who's thousands and thousands of years old, and he's like this evil guy, and this was, a few years ago I was playing this character, and, I had known Wilder before that, but I think a couple days into production, some shit got kerfuffled, and they had to do a rewrite, and, well, they needed another actor. And I hit up my good friend Wilder, who seemed pretty good for the role, and we had talked a little bit here and there. And they had let me know that they had done some acting in the past, so I figured, fuck it, why not? This is a small production, no one's getting paid, this is for fun. It's whatever. And that was for raising Sarah, and it ended up being a absolutely stellar performance on Wilder's behalf. And it was one of my favorite projects I was ever involved in, with all of its absurdity and trials and tribulations. It definitely brought me and Wilder closer as we would be going back and forth to set together, having lots of wonderful long talks. And yeah, I'm just really excited to spend some time with my old buddy today, talking about reality television and all of the complications and social critiques we can make out of it, which there are no shortage of.
I
So
usually have a lot to say.
yeah, so we'll be pausing a lot. Be prepared for that. We might get through one episode in the 4 or so hours we have planned for this. Um, but yeah, Wilder, you have some exciting news. Why don't you tell us all about it?
Yeah, I do. First, I want to say that Raising Sarah was a great 2 days of filming, like 2 weeks separate from each other. And then I had a great time recording my 2 minutes of screen time. Like, fantastic. All around. What fun. But that's old news. New news, I am dropping an album on April 25th is the release date. And I'm doing a variety show called Sad Trash, which I do every year. And this year it is doubling as a album release party. And it's going to be here in Santa Rosa on the 29th in the evening at the Lost Church. And my Instagram is the sharpest teeth, and that's where there is information. That's my news.
Oh, yeah, you might have
Very
heard
exciting.
Wilder. You might have heard some of Wilder's music. If you watched any of my live streams before, we usually play some gender trash in the playlist we have going on shuffle. So you've definitely heard their voice if you're a repeat listener. So yeah, be hyped to get the whole band experience because that was a solo album they recorded. So this is gender trash as I know them when we were playing shows together with my band Boilermaker. And the version of the band that I watched kind of evolve over I don't know how many years we've known each other at this point, but the years that we've known each other.
6 or 7.
6 or 7, yeah, it sounds right, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I'm super excited about the release. I wish I could be there for Sad Trash. I will be there in spirit. And I know a lot of people uh, don't miss this event. It's one of the premier events in Sonoma County, on a need to know basis, on the low key. Those who need to know, and those who want to know, they'll find out.
Yeah. Yeah, and like everything that happens at Sad Trash is kind of like a one-off. Like most performances there don't happen again. It is a solo album though. It's not like this one is another solo album. It's not Gender Trash.
Oh, my
Um,
mistake. Sorry.
yeah, no, that's okay. It's just me. Um, and I probably won't be performing a lot of these songs again. We'll see, but probably not. So that's exciting. So
taking the Beatles route.
I guess I'm not familiar. Who are they?
Who?
Who? Sorry, what?
British people don't exist. This is just reiterating on this current theme we're on. Yeah, so we were gonna watch Fuckboy Island, which is one of my all-time favorite reality dating shows because it is absolutely revolting in how disgusting the people are, especially the boys. But because of a merger between Discovery and Warner Brothers, spearheaded by the absolute scum that is David Stanislav, we will instead be watching Love Island, the British reality show with almost as abhorrent a people as Fuckboy Island. Of course, these people don't exist. I said, they're British, so they're not real.
This is Love Island USA.
Oh, is it?
Actually, yeah. So
Oh,
they really aren't real.
okay. So yeah, this is actually potentially worse. No, actually, I have seen this season, and I do know that it is. It's actually less cringe than Fuckboy Island. But it's definitely worth watching. Because these are the most unhinged Americans, and as you know, we have a wide variety of unhinged people living within the tightly patrolled borders of the United States, unless you're white. So, without any more preamble, why don't we get the fuck into this?
Okay.
Warning. The following program contains love.
Can you hear it?
Disinfected rooftop. We're calling an island.
Loud enough.
Fresh air. Feels so good.
The captions help.
The open road. This year, to Vegas for a big surprise.
Yeah, I got
Mariah, J-Lo, you better watch out, because this showgirl is hitting the strip.
Ariel, love your work, but I don't think you read the entire email.
Say what?
It's you.
Is this a black screen on your end?
Taking over Vegas.
No, it's
So I'm
probably.
not the new headliner.
Hold on, I'm gonna stop it. It's probably Netflix's anti
Piracy prevention shit.
Yeah, I can't take a photo of it or anything like that.
Those fucking scumbags. Why did I ever want to be an actor? The entire industry is full of the worst people on the planet. I fucking hate everybody. I'm never going to work because I'm outwardly hostile towards all of them. I fucking hate this industry. I hate all of the CEOs. I hope they fucking have the worst possible
Okay,
outcomes
killer.
for their lives. So I'm just gonna put it on my end
Okay.
as well. Where are you at? Like a minute and a half?
We're at 47 seconds, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hit it.
Sure. I pointed my mic toward my laptop too, so hopefully that'll help with the sound.
Thank you. Oh, I'm having flashbacks. I remember all these people now.
Okay. Are we starting? Should I start it?
Oh, yes. Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Where are we at? I think I'm at 42 seconds. I'm not far in. Should we just start over?
I have found 42 seconds.
Okay.
We might be a little bit off, but we'll more or less be on the same page.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
I better head to Vegas and get myself a costume change.
All right, that pink Cadillac is fire though.
Sexy single gambling on love in Sin City. They're leaving lockdown.
Hold on. That's so weird. Okay.
What, are you having trouble?
I can only see it if I am not clicked on the browser. Like if I'm in the Discord, I can see the screen, but I can't.
Stay in Vegas. Most
Yeah.
importantly, you'll decide.
Okay. Okay, so
Okay.
this is just gonna be like a riff track style then, because the people can't see the show that
Right.
we're
They have no.
watching.
Right. These we haven't because we don't have like any. We're not wanting to get DMCA'd. We never show the programs anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, okay, and back in 3, 2, 1. Okay.
The 100.
Thank you so much for your patience for having. This is our first guest today, so gonna be a little bit wiggy occasionally, but we're gonna figure it out together, and that's what's important. Am I
We're
right?
figuring it out.
Yeah. All right. So then in 3, 2, 1, let's go in. Oh, these people. That Cadillac is dope, though. I gotta say. I've already said it, but I love it.
All we need now
I love the Cadillac.
always the mojo. Ariel
man.
Vandenberg.
Oh my
Like-
god, that outfit.
Yeah, I want to go on one of these shows just to have, like, a vacation.
Just
Like-
yeah.
Be in a nice hotel for a few weeks, that'd be lovely. Oh,
I see
yeah.
that.
This is still during COVID protocols, so, like, they're on lockdown, basically, like, as well.
Oh, okay. Kind of like Love is Blind.
Kinda, yeah.
They're all in pods.
Okay, this show is unique in a lot of different ways. I think having cameras, like, in the bedroom is pretty weird.
I think all of it's weird.
Oh, every part of this for sure.
Are you looking at the rooftop of the hotel right now?
Oh, I was, yes.
Okay. Cool. I just want to make sure that we're on the same page.
I might be a little ahead of you,
Yeah, you might be.
but that's okay. because I can talk a lot about this. Yeah, I think it's an interesting kind of like dynamic where, I mean, they're in Vegas. It definitely has this vibe of like, oh, it's a fun like party vacation, in this cool party city. But it's this, and like many kinds of many types of our media, it's all very like deliberately crafted to have that appearance. This is a lot of coordination and a lot of
I'm
people
streaming.
providing their like expertise and specialized labor to make this look effortless, to make it look fun. This is especially with all of the uh, protocols in place. This would take a lot of additional effort as well. So
I'm Sally.
Yeah.
I'm 24 years old. I'm a spicy Latina from.
There is a lot of effort put into looking effortless in Hollywood in general.
absolutely. Like I
Yeah.
spent like probably 30 minutes on this hair that looks like shit.
I did absolutely nothing. I do like the neon hearts. I kind of want that in my life.
No, it would be lovely to have that just to like have as a background. Like imagine if I had that behind me right now.
Right?
We'd have dozens more viewers.
Dozens. Yeah, production value is really important.
Absolutely. And it's
I
like
hate this.
Yeah. You're gonna love it even more as this goes on. I mean, I wish we could watch like 6 episodes today because it only gets worse. I mean, yeah, just in a couple of minutes it's gonna get really uncomfortable for everyone.
Like
That's
how
not them.
how old are they calling this woman? Like this woman in her 20s a cougar? Why? What? Her name is
Like-
Moira though, so I guess that's fair.
Yeah, I think
I'm Moira. I'm 20.
yeah, she's like minorly a little bit older than every other
28.
woman in the house. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Basically geriatric.
Basically geriatric. No, yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up calling a 28-year-old woman a cougar. That's not at all what that word means.
I made up my mind and decided to-
Like, besides the idea of like just the basic idea of a cougar or a MILF, if that's your preferred turn of phrase, it's yeah, it has the implication of women always being a sexual object, regardless. It's an easy way to refer to an entire person taking completely their autonomy and their identity completely away from them and just leaving you with a hole.
Mm. Viscerally put, my friend. Oh god. Yeah.
But we support, just like we support women's rights, we also support women's wrongs, and we're going to see a lot of those as well.
Support women's wrongs. Yeah. I love the bathing suits, and then with the heels, like, and the microphones on them.
Oh, yeah.
Like they're not going swimming.
Yeah. Definitely not. Although I think those are waterproof, and I think they do wear them in the pool, but I'm not sure. It's been a minute.
Okay. We'll see. If you were on a dating show, would you let your mom and dad watch it?
Oh, I would encourage everyone to watch it because they would never let me on. Let me just get that out of the way. Like, I would love to be on one of these shows. Like I said, it'd be basically like a vacation. But I would spend most of my time trying to basically turn like the entire house against the idea of the production and like doing what I do in my real life, basically to all of these himbos and bimbos that are on the show. But yeah, just encouraging, in a lot of cases you find, we'll find out very soon how quickly the cultural practice of monogamy is enforced on this show, and how it's forced from the top down. But it's especially in this kind of situation where they're all obviously like supposed to be meeting new people and potentially dating each other, like all, kind of in a free kind of way. They immediately find pairings and almost have to have full breakups to feel free from the guilt of trying to pursue other people in the house.
That's kind of crazy. Like they're dating. I guess I'm just gonna keep comparing this to Love is Blind because that's the only other dating show I've seen. But I liked Love is Blind in that way because like they were encouraged to like date multiple people, but then it kind of like they were also they had to like pare down. And there was no like, oh, you have to find somebody thing.
Right. Yeah.
But you do have to propose.
No, yeah, that was the craziest thing. I watched like an episode or two of Love is Blind not too long ago, and yeah, I don't know about that one. Like, yeah, the whole like proposal aspect of it was really weird and off-putting. But it was also like,
and I just like want someone to
yeah, I like the idea that Netflix has a couple of shows that try and do a similar thing where they're trying to remove you from the idea of like the dating based on physicality, based on looks, or the how thin or how muscled or whatever the societal like standards of beauty are, trying to kind of divorce the participants from that. But they're all, again, a ploy. It's deception, because end of the day, they do meet each other, do see each other physically fairly early on into the production. And in the case of the other dating show on Netflix that tries to do a similar thing, Sexy Beasts, I've mentioned before on the program that they basically do the whole, like, they meet up in these, like, furry costumes, essentially. And the first thing that especially the dudes tend to start asking is, like, like, not only sexualizing the other people on the, whether they're men or women, because it does have some like gay and I don't remember if it had any lesbian participants, contestants, whatever you want to call them, but yeah, it did have some of that old good old fashioned homosexuality in there as well. But either way, they immediately start not only sexualizing them but bestializing them because they are in a whole furry costume.
Yeah.
So yeah, the conversations turn pretty like sexual pretty quickly, and like that's just in the edit. We don't really know how those conversations evolve naturally, but yeah, it's they're both ultimately still coming to the same conclusions because there's no way to divorce ourselves from the societal conditioning that we were brought up under unless we're conscious, self-aware, and working against that that conditioning. So to just throw people into a situation where you're supposed to take looks out of the equation, there's no way that people not already doing that work are going to be able to actually pursue that in a healthy and constructive manner.
I feel trapped.
So
trapped in a society.
I know the feeling.
Bro, so many women were just introduced. Like, there are only 5 of them? Why did that take so long? That took forever.
I know. And it's not like we're not going to like spend an entire season of television getting to know them. So the introduction maybe didn't need to be as strenuous.
It was like
just
10 minutes long.
Yeah, basically.
Like 2 minutes for each person. That's a long time.
Well, luckily they're about to be auctioned off. Basically, like, yeah. it's yeah, the way that, because we haven't even been introduced to any of the boys yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna
So
take another 12 minutes.
not to get out ahead of the narrative, but yeah, the way that the first contest, I guess, is formatted is, I'll leave that up to the future. We'll find out in a
Okay.
second.
Okay. Yeah, I'll find out in a second. I'm just thinking about how nice it would be to swim in that pool, though.
I know.
And I'm.
Like there's heat waves. Oh my god.
I just wish her boob job was better.
um,
Sorry.
no, honestly, because I've watched this season, I know that person is like one of my least favorite people on television ever.
I have
So,
nothing
I'm
against
not-
boob jobs. I just want them to be good. That's
Yeah.
all.
She was like, you know what natural boobs look like? Could you do that, but then also add 3 of those onto each breast? I would
I
like
don't know.
anime titties, please.
Yeah. Like they're. It's fine. It's fine. I don't need to fixate on that. It's just distracting.
I mean, I love anime. You know this.
I love anime. I love big tittied anime girls.
Truly
Yeah.
a simp over here.
Like I'm a boob guy. Like it's, but that's why. Because I'm a boob guy. I'm like, why would you?
Make them. You make them perfect or get the hell out of here.
Yes, that's how I feel. Is that so wrong?
Wow. Wow.
I feel shame now.
Oh, okay. I'm
No.
at the introductions to the boys now.
Yeah, me too. Red Jeremiah, for me.
Yeah.
He's 22 years old. Is he the youngest?
I don't think so.
Okay. I missed all of the girls' ages. I saw someone is 24 and someone is 28, and that's all I saw.
Somebody is persistently knocking at my front door. I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'm gonna pause.
The stream or the show?
Just the show.
Okay. So
Coming!
I'm just gonna sit here on the Twitch stream. Hey everyone. No, it's fine. I don't know, whatever is easier. I was gonna say something about Love Island and I completely forgot. It's okay. I think I would have forgotten anyway. Oh, I was gonna say I wonder if they're like actually the age that they say they are. Because they hardly ever look it.
Okay, thank you. It was just my roommate.
Okay.
Getting back from a lovely walk.
We were talking about if you think they're actually the ages that they say they are.
Oh, oh, right, I still have my mask on. Okay,
Put the mask back on. I don't want to get
so
sick,
I just
bro.
think they're probably at least close to that age. Most of these people only are on this show because they have significant social media followers. Like in encountering some of these reality and dating shows, a lot of the time your social media tags are like included in what they want, like as part
Yeah,
of
it
your
went to all of their Instagrams.
right. Yeah,
I think.
right. So I'm pretty sure it would be harder for them to lie in that, but it would be a career-wide decision for them to be like lying about their age, where they would have to like and that's been done in the past, but obviously, especially in the internet era, it happens a lot less often because it's a lot harder to pull that kind of long-running con off.
It's harder to lie now.
It's just good. We one of the positives of social media.
Mm-hmm. But then there are
But,
also people whose job it is to like sweep all of that.
you know it. There's a whole teams of people where that's their
Mhm.
entire job.
Yep.
Like the people who wiped all of the information about the Musk Emerald mine off of the internet.
Yeah, see, I don't even know about that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, really?
I don't keep up to date though.
This was forever ago. Elon's dad. I don't even know if I have to say allegedly because
Maybe
it's
I
like something.
did see it. Maybe I did.
Yeah. Either way, he bought like 50% of a gold mine or emerald mine. Slave labor, Africa, blah blah blah. It
Yeah.
was a really bad time, and
Unsurprising.
that's like where a lot of the Musk like family wealth comes from.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You mean rich people are getting rich on slave labor?
Yeah, it's weird. In the modern era, you'd think that it was over because we're post-racial in our society now, right?
It's almost like that's the only way you can make that amount of money.
Yeah. Either like extreme, labor exploitation worldwide, exploiting people who are technically employed, but being paid pennies an hour for their labor, or literal just slave labor. Whether that's through the U.S. Prison industrial complex or international literal slave labor, like we saw. There was the big suit that Nestle won against the fact that they were using child labor, or child slave labor.
Yeah.
That was just a couple of years ago. Yeah. So this is obviously never ended colonialism, imperialism. It still happens. It's just corporate back now. Anyway, let's.
Well, I hope that the children didn't make my licorice that I'm eating, but but I didn't buy it, so that's fine. Yeah, let's get back to the show.
So Jeremiah actually, if I'm not mistaken, maintains a pretty what's the word? Low profile, I guess, through the course of most of the show. I think he was too nice for production, so they cut out a lot of his stuff.
Yeah, that was really short intro.
Even hotter now.
Sorry, I keep talking about the future, but I think he's a real cutie. So there's that.
He's cute. He seems nice. He wants someone with a personality and a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Which, maybe just none of these women have, and so that's why he was.
Well, and it's rare that they don't start off with physical attributes. First, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a fat ass and big titties and a pretty face or things like that. In most of these reality shows, that's exactly where they start off. It's just base, primal, fucking sexual need or desire.
They're just letting the animal of their soft body love what it loves.
Well, I would love to think that, but it's coming from a real place of just it's coming from a real negative place. That's like we were talking about earlier. Just essentially turning these people into sexual objects. But it is nice. So it's nice to see the converse when somebody is actually like, I'm looking for someone who can make me laugh, who, cares about X, Y, or Z, who's, passionate about this thing, or, That's it. That's nice.
This is weird.
No pressure.
How they're doing this. They're just looking at each other and they don't know anything about each other. And then they have one of the women step forward who's actually interested. And then they're like, actually, it doesn't matter who's interested. You can just pick who you want to go on a date with.
Mm-hmm.
That's the mind games. That's messed up.
Well, what's interesting is we're only being introduced to 10 contestants today. But throughout the course of this season, they're going to bring on at least like 3 to 5 more people of either sex to come on the show. Like it's a slow drip. Yeah, kind of like changing up the dynamic where instead of meeting like 20 people all at once and slowly getting rid of the bulk of them, they are they bring people on midway through the season to like throw a wrench in people's games.
That
Because
makes sense.
it's like so focused on pairing up. We're first episode in, we're already getting pairings.
Mm-hmm.
First episode, we're like 20 minutes in.
Three brothers. Four boys. I kind of grew up.
I think I'm just having a moment where I'm like, oh my god, I'm an adult. This man is 27. He looks like he's in his 30s. What's happening?
Oh yeah.
Alien right here.
This guy does have like atrocious vibes though.
Mm-hmm.
So I get what you mean.
Absolutely horrid.
He's giving Proud Boy.
Oh god, no. No. That's awful.
I'm sorry, it's the hair. Like, dudes,
It's
if
the
you're
hair.
white and you have this haircut, cut
It's the
it
hair.
now.
It's the generic, it's the sparrow tattoo on his neck. He's comparing himself to Superman and flexing his muscles. I do have to say that I love the ball pit in the car, though. Whoever decided that that's what they were going to do with him, just key. Beautiful.
Yeah, no, honestly, the production on this show is really nice. They really put a lot into the budget there. They want it to look appealing. They want it to look like a influencer paradise. Because everyone wants to be a social media influencer. Why else do you think I'm fucking here right now?
I don't know. I'm on the fence. I want to be famous, but I don't want anyone to know me. Does that make sense? But I don't want to be like masked. I want all of the benefits and none of the attention.
See, I welcome it, and that's why I don't get any.
Oh god, is he a Leo? He has a big lion tattoo on his chest. Please don't be a Leo, sir.
You know, it's totally possible this show does get into stuff like that. A lot of the time, you'll find people who are like big into astrology. But it also could just be because that's like one of the 4 animals that dudes tend to get tattooed on themselves.
That's true. That's fair. Yeah. Maybe he's a Gryffindor. Even worse.
Definitely worse.
I mean, he has a big alien tattoo. That's kind of neat. And a jellyfish also.
Yeah, I think the alien tattoo can go either way, though. Like, the alien tattoo can be like, you're a conspiracy theorist, or you're just like a weirdo, a little weird guy.
You're just like a little weird guy.
I like the little weird guy. I don't like conspiracy theorists.
I don't think he's either of, like, he doesn't... He's not cool enough to be either of those things.
Yeah,
Do
so
a
the
goofy
alien
little
tattoo is just kind of like, where to get this?
I am obsessed with whoever told them to do what they do in their intros. Like, whoever's like, giving them direction, like, do a little goofy walk, and he's just like, like, what did they tell them to do to get them to do these things? Oh, he gets a ball pit too. He gets a ball pit car also.
Oh, Trey?
Did all the boys get a ball pit car?
I think they're all getting the ball pit treatment, yeah.
I want that.
I do too.
I want sexy ball pit footage in a car.
Yeah. Just like implied nudity inside a ball pit, please.
Yeah.
But also
like you can see
like,
that I'm wearing boxers, but like, am I?
It's implied though. It's the implication
implied.
that really does it.
It's the implication.
But and it's like, this is my club.
How did he make that look like a bed? This man's talented. I love him.
Oh, am I ahead of you now?
I think a little bit.
I'm just gonna pause. Tell me when Trey gets in front of the ladies.
Okay. We're there.
Okay. Is he talking about how this is his bar?
Yes.
Okay.
They just got talking about how I'm out of lockdown. They probably add 2 weeks on to their time away from their lives. Like they're stuck in a hotel in lockdown before the show tapes, so that everyone is safe,
Mhm.
from the cast to the crew and everyone else involved.
Right.
So like, just imagine like 2 months away from your life, and it really depends on like the show how much you're getting paid for these gigs. Some don't pay at all. Some pay a little bit. Some pay pretty well. It kind of depends. And then the cash prize at the end is also like a incentive, but certainly not guaranteed to anyone.
Even if they're coupled up.
So
Not
the
to
cash
mention-
is if they stay coupled? What? How does this work?
The couple at the end that gets voted is
who like
crowned.
people like the most?
Yeah.
They're
And
the
it's
most
like-
influencing.
It's like I think it's a Twitter exclusive poll or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember which one this uses, but it's basically like this very narrow kind of like avenue of voting. Kind of like voting in the United States.
I love you. Oh my god, Trey, you're taking forever to decide. Just
Talking about a
make a
buffet.
decision.
He's got that Dorito shape going.
Got that Dorito shape.
Yeah, the Dorito torso.
And Trey, you can head on over to Sally.
I'm kind of it's not beguiled. I don't know. I'm like, what is happening?
I can't believe you're not horny enough to know about the Dorito shape.
Couple now.
I know about the Dorito shape. Okay. I skimmed over that because look, last night my boyfriend was like lit up, like I had underneath lighting. It was just like really dark and there was a nice silhouette and I was like, bro, stop it.
All right, so Jeremiah, Trey has stolen
I love it. You little goblin.
All right, girls, this could be the
I do love men and
Don't
women.
we all?
also.
Actually, no.
No, we don't. We do not.
Me and you, though.
We all do not. The flamingo.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. Just like
Because
I like cross my legs.
that's like the Sonoma County staple as well.
it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
He's giving. He's an auditor. He's a 23-year-old auditor, and he's a Libra. I hate him. He's out.
he's the worst.
Auditing can be sexy when you want it to be. Horrid.
No. Auditing is I think I've said it recently, but if you're in finance, I don't want to know you. I don't think you're cute. You are exiled from my mind.
Sometimes.
Finance people are the
Yeah.
bottom feeders of society.
My game with trying to get comfortable with talking to girls and dating in general.
Oh God.
Yeah, I guess the best.
He's pretending to drive the car.
This guy,
I'm not very good at. Now I can just
like everything about him is like uncomfortable in a way
He
that's
is
like,
Toddler.
yeah, yes, exactly. He's like the archetype of dudes who like had incredible amounts of like privilege.
Yeah.
and that might be, he literally has like financial like privileges, that were inherited or whatever. But it might just be that he's an attractive dude and an attractive white dude, and in this society that comes with a pretty decent amount of privilege. Um,
Even if they're in a couple.
but
I'm gonna make this really easy on you.
Is he
incredible privilege.
attractive, or does he just have muscles and a jaw?
That's the thing. What is attractive? I think is one of my
He
favorite
doesn't. He
questions that this
barely
show
has a
brings up.
jaw. I have more
Yeah.
of a jaw than him.
That's why he has the beard.
That's why he has
Because
the
it's
beard.
enhancing the jaw.
Yeah.
He's I think conventionally in our society that's like basically an attractive dude. Do I find him attractive? No, but I think that comes from just him having the worst vibes of anyone on this show and being essentially a toddler, as you said earlier, because the way that he like the self-consciousness of his even his masculinity, which obviously he has very clearly, is embracing it. But like when it was talking about when they were shooting him earlier on in his introduction, he was like, how do I cross my legs? Like worried about the proper way for a man to cross his legs.
Yeah.
Which is a huge red flag if you follow any incel if you are aware of like the incel and pickup artist kind of like shorthand.
I'm not. I probably should be.
Yeah. Yeah, we could talk about that all fucking day. 'Cause that was one of the things that I was sucked into in my old conspiracy theory days. When I was when I first moved to Santa Rosa, I found some really early versions of pickup artist websites, and it was one of those things that really fucked up my perception of like the world and culture and sex and sexuality. I mean, obviously, all of that work had been done to me socially previously, but like it was definitely not helpful. It was, yeah, it made things ultimately worse. Okay, so I forgot. I hate all of these dudes. I forgot.
They all suck. All of them. Like they're just objectifying each other. I do like his shirt though. I like his little stripy shirt.
He looks like he works at Foot Locker. What are you talking about?
He looks like he works at Foot Locker, which is more attractive than whatever he actually does, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
I hate him. I just gotta say.
No, this guy, like we were talking about the guy that came before him, Connor, I think it is, Connor and Carrington. Those two dudes end up being like this really, like they're the toxic couple. They just don't know it.
Like those two?
Yeah.
Because Connor gives off kind of, some vibes.
No, I mean, sure. I think I pick up on what you're putting down there, but like also, it's this like
super easy on you.
fraternity of stupidity that I think they enter into.
Please step forward.
I'm kind of excited to see that. Okay, I need to get I keep moving my laptop and then my laundry. It's folded, thankfully, but I just don't want it in view.
That's fair.
How old is he? 23?
Yeah. He's a baby.
He's a
that's
baby.
The thing. I'm gonna talk bad shit about these people, but they're all babies.
They're all babies.
Yeah, it's possible for them to find their way at some point in the next, throughout the course of their life. Hopefully, they will progress into being much better people. Right now, they're dog shit.
Maybe their Saturn return will do them good. Probably not. They'll probably just get worse.
Who knows? It's hard to say, especially with this much attention this young. It tends to not necessarily make you a better person. And can we just point out how all of these dudes have avoided the gorgeous dark-skinned woman that is standing center stage? Like it really.
I was clocking that as soon as Jeremiah picked like someone else after she stepped forward.
It is one of the most consistent parts of this show.
That automatically makes you our last couple. Go ahead and join her.
Almost every season of the show that I've watched, you will have a like cutaway to one of the like confessional booth conversations or just monologues that the performers will do, and almost every season there will be at least one episode where one of the black people, either usually women, but sometimes even the men, go into the confessional booth and be like, I don't know what's going on, but no one seems to be into me, and I don't really get it. Maybe it's racism, but probably not. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, geez.
you know, I wonder what else it could be. That's a really curious predicament that happens super consistently on this show, whether
It
it's
must
done in
be
England, Australia,
my
or America.
personality,
Yeah, it's
which
super
is so
fucked
important, clearly.
And especially, yeah, and none of the people are going to talk openly about it. Like, that's one of the biggest issues about this show is, like, they spend all this time having these really banal, fucking, pointless conversations that are absolutely superficial, sometimes getting into, like, just basic elements of, like, relationship dynamics, but having just absolutely no clue how to have these conversations, like, in earnest. And it's always about, like, at the end of the day, it always comes down to, like, manipulating people.
Love Island from atop the Cromwell, Las Vegas, where 5
So-
couples have partnered up.
So they've introduced us to 10 people, and they're introducing an 11th.
Mm-hmm. Oh, God, I hate them all.
Yeah, I really wanted to like Moira. She seemed like a nice lady in the first couple of episodes. She seemed positive and, like, at least fun.
Mhm.
And by the time you finish the season, yeah, you just hate everybody. I don't know. Like, I really, oh man. I mean, he is really good looking. Like, really good looking.
I like the whoever did the captions for this, like Johnny comes on and there it just says sexy music. It's great.
They know. They know. It's the vibe they're trying to put off, you know?
I've learned to understand them like to a deeper level, knowing the way I want my sister to be treated. I think that's how I want.
I don't know.
Honestly,
Oh God, they're trying so hard. They're trying so hard. Sweet babies.
Yeah. Like,
I like to think that
and I think at least some portion of that comes from, like being directed that way by production.
Mhm.
Like,
What do you think of our lovely ladies?
I don't really know where a lot of the intention from the performers themselves starts and production directing them begins. It's as anyone's guess, essentially, but I think the moments where they look incredibly unnatural and unbelievable, it kind of helps us maybe color our perceptions of what's going on behind the scenes in that moment.
The public will be voting for their favorite couple, and that couple could.
Yeah. Moira does seem nice. Does she get awful?
Um,
Remember,
Or maybe maybe it's just because her look isn't as try hard.
yeah, she doesn't seem to like be that interested in yeah, exactly. She's not as much of a tryhard as everybody else. She rocks a little bit more natural and seems to just trying to be like just seems like she's just trying to vibe. But she's like eventually it's clear that she's kind of a mess and really shouldn't have been on this show. Like
Oh,
emotionally was not good for her.
oh, like if she emotionally wasn't ready.
No, I don't think so.
I mean, I get it. It's garbage. I'm loving these dressing rooms. They're
Yeah.
terrible.
It's like, yeah. What part's getting to you the most? How like different they look based on who's going to be spending time in them, or the fact that this is like showing you that they will never have privacy as long as they're in this house.
Yeah, there's no privacy. Honestly, it's the colors. Yeah, I think it's the colors. It's the whole decor. I feel like I'm in a Target right now.
Yeah, no, that's the vibe. You're right.
Yeah. It's
Oh my god. It does feel like a Target.
yeah, this is like a Target girl's dream setting, aesthetic, whatever.
Oh my god. It's like Target, but trying to sell like chic.
Getting to know Carrington.
Mhm.
Nice. I do like his personality.
Well, I don't know if you've been to a Target recently, but I feel like they try to sell chic.
A little bit intimidating, so just
And the
Everybody walking in
neons.
there knows. Like this is where it gets like
Connor's cuter than Carrington.
yeah, no, that's a really good point.
We all got an opportunity. Like everybody else lost.
It's Target now.
We get the ball.
Target. That's what my dad calls it. So
That's what my dad called it. I don't know whose joke was that
that's just
like 2
what
decades
dads
ago.
call it. Can confirm. Yeah, that's what dads call it. Yep.
Weird.
And
Okay.
any dad who took French in college, I think.
I mean,
I made a promise to myself that actually I lied. I don't think so. And as it was coming out of my mouth, I was like, I don't think I believe that.
I don't know what's happening.
see, this is actually a pretty common occurrence for the rest of the series. This just happens typically after everyone wakes up in the morning, where all the girls end up in their dressing room, all the boys end up in their dressing room, which
And
are
they're
just
just
horrendously
gabbing.
gendered, and only one of them has like actual space to walk around in. The other one's tiny and has just mirrors so everyone can do their makeup.
You don't have to call me.
And oh god, here we go. All right, so the Connor Mackenzie drama is going to start any second now.
Just like really quick, it happens.
Well, I
Because
mean,
they just started talking.
yeah. Basically, like,
How weird is this?
just watch these simulacrums of human beings try and flirt. It's the most awkward thing I've ever seen.
Wow, this really sarcastic and rude announcer. I'm like, okay. Yeah, just be mean. Just be mean to your contestants. I love that.
You obviously sound
I'm into it. I feel the same way.
sound like you talk-
Is that like
yeah.
your like similar situation or?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of mean. It's like, who chose them? And now you're just. It's honestly like it's giving
Cheerleader, so I guess I like.
early aughts or like mid.
I was cheer captain.
Oh, yeah?
No, that tracks. It's the part of the format that's been like shipped in from the English version, which started in like 2010 maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like more like 2010,
Totally.
especially with the voiceover guy like being like making fun of them. The whole vibes.
Oh man. Yeah, this is.
It's the perfect way to keep
I mean,
things fancy.
that's one of the big differences between this and Fuckboy Island. Where in Fuckboy Island, you would have Nikki Glazer doing the snide commentary, which makes it go down a little easier, because she's actually funny.
Major?
Uh,
Now, taking things to the next level.
but yeah,
By putting on clothes.
You guys.
ultimately these are basically the same show.
Crazy.
He,
100%. It's crazy how we're talking.
he said something like, here's something to keep those antsy fingers busy, and then it just went to a shot of Las Vegas and transitioned. Like there
Were they
was not,
talking to
there
us?
was nothing. Yeah,
They're talking to us, the audience, about
yeah,
our
the
fingers?
audience about our fingers. They're like,
Well,
are you wondering who's Johnny's gonna steal? Here's something to keep your antsy fingers busy. And then it just showed a shot of Las Vegas and then like went to the rooftop and he was like, yeah, a rooftop is an island. What are you, a geography major? I don't know. It was like he's insulting us now, but also not making any sense.
Yeah, you're. They're not trying. Yeah, they're not trying very hard. If what they're trying to do is hold our attention. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Figuring out how to get Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Wait, I hear some.
Like that was like they probably were like, all right, we're gonna do like 3 minutes of dancing. Just pretend you know how to dance, and we'll shoot around you all and make it look good.
Make it look like you're having fun.
Yeah. And then at some point, hard cut. Okay, now go pair off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, it's just really badly put together. Like we're not getting enough of each couple to really get anything from it. It's so fake.
Yeah. Poor Justine and Jeremiah. They're like neither of them look like they're having any fun.
Yeah.
And they feel like, oh, well, especially after.
Like even when it was just the girls out here all day.
So I can't remember which dude came on,
We're like getting ready.
but they were the fifth one. So I think that was Carrington. Took the place of whoever Jeremiah had chosen previously, and Jeremiah was defaulted to Justine, like without either of their choice. So it's like one of those situations where it's like we were talking about earlier, where it's just this really uncomfortable situation if you're not a white person on this show.
Really? I'm excited. But when I get home.
Sorry, I'm distracted by this.
Oh, Mackenzie and the Proud Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have to sleep in each other's beds?
It's so sweet and
Yeah. The new people sleep in a different bed, but as soon as they pair up, they're sleeping together. And there's
Horrid.
cameras in the bedrooms. The bedroom. There's one. They all share it, by the way.
it can't get better.
What?
It can't get better. I'm
It's one bedroom that they all
I
share?
don't know how I can beat tonight.
Yes.
Like
And then they have to sleep together in a bed.
And sometimes fuck. Although, I looked up the rules of the show. Evidently, you're not actually supposed to do it. It's just for the camera.
I'm so confused.
Outside.
Do they fake fuck? For the
Yes.
end of it? Oh my god! What?
Tell me about yourself.
Yeah, unless they're actually fucking. But no, we'll never know. That's the thing. Is like, according to the rules of Love Island, you're not supposed to actually drink. So all of this wine and champagne stuff that you're drinking, it's all non-alcoholic. Presumably. They could have these rules written just for legal purposes and not actually obey them until something bad happens, in which case they have to cover it up. Yeah, they're not supposed to drink or be drunk on the show. They're not supposed to engage in any kind of sexual acts, including like handies or blowies, any of that stuff.
Because why would they?
Obviously not sex. But
they pretend to.
But yeah, there is. I mean, I think near the end of this episode, you'll see people like put covers over their heads, and you'll see like movement under the sheets. That might not even be them at all. It might just be production. With like some fucking sticks under the sheets or something.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Either way, it's
Literal-
really invasive to have people filming you sleep.
Yeah. They gave them literal giant sippy cups because they're children.
Had a pretty good conversation with Sally, so that was nice. But I definitely want to see where
It's so freaky.
their conversation.
Yeah.
I'm not really too sure on who I'm gonna pick. It's two of them.
You do not watch a lot of reality TV, so I'm like,
It's uncomfortable. I totally
It's
get it.
so
It's like
upsetting.
the only reason I think me and Kat started watching them together like a little over a year ago, I think. And it was just immediately one of those things where I'm like, oh, this is so bad. Like there has to be. Why isn't anybody talking about how awful these shows and the messages they're sending to people are? There should be much more like discourse about these kinds of shows, and the only people I see talking about them are people who are like completely unobjective about it, who just want like to be one of these people.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, that's a big reason why I started doing these things, just because it's like this is just a mine of like right wing propaganda and like cultural hegemonic like conditioning. Like it's exactly for that reason that these shows happen, and they happen in the way that they happen.
I have a headache. Sorry.
um,
That kiss was so
Uh,
so
I
yeah,
believe
it's
her when
very
she says it was
uncomfortable. I believe her. I believe her.
hot. Like,
Still uncomfortable.
none of these people know how to play suck and blow, by the way. Like,
None of
not one.
them. Do. I
Like,
mean, it seemed like they were doing good at the beginning, and
but then
then
production was like, stop being good at this. You need to
stop
like
being
just
good at
make
this.
yeah. Instead of
Yeah.
doing actual like oh my god, Carrington. Like his name is Carrington.
The
Who
group
has that
chooses the
name?
hottest girl and boy to kiss. A teddy bear, yeah, Carrington. Carrington Bear.
No, no. I that would it would be objectively cuter if it was a bear named Carrington, but it's just uh an invasive white man instead.
I know she seemed cool. Like she seemed.
And
like,
when
I think if I were to talk to one person, I think she.
what is he doing? Why is Jeremiah?
Wait till the morning.
Did you catch that?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. He was just like putting on clothes, you know, just casual. Maybe he was in the pool for a minute, and then now he's just putting on his pants. I don't know. That was very strange.
Yeah, I don't know why he was putting his pants
What?
back on. That was weird.
How did editing
Maybe there
not
was-
catch that?
Maybe they needed to change out his like battery pack on his mic or something. I don't know.
He didn't have his shoes on either.
Well, if he was going to the bathroom, hopefully he would be in
Hopefully he
the
would
fucking
put his
bathroom, but he was
pants
just
back
poolside.
on in the bathroom. And his shoes off too. Some people need to get fully nude.
You know, I definitely growing up, that was my preferred method of going number 2, was that I couldn't do it fully clothed. I needed to be completely naked. I don't know why. I think it's a germophobia thing. Luckily, I've gotten over that.
Yeah.
Now I'm disgusting.
Now I'm disgusting. All of my clothes are covered in poop particles.
I don't even wipe anymore. Not because I'm
Oh,
afraid of my
God.
butt, but just I like the smell.
Okay.
Fucking clip it and ship it.
I'm the opposite.
No, honestly, I need that bidet. I want to be living the bidet life.
Have you used a bidet?
No.
This is super on topic.
Have you?
Yeah, no, like my roommate has one.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. But I've used it a couple times, but it's like it makes kind of it's not like a mess, it's just water, but it's like there's a little bit of spray that happens and you have to like dry yourself off and dry the toilet off.
I've never used a bidet, but I remember watching Hassan Minhaj's one of his stand-up specials, and he talked about how they used to, like, in his family, because they're I can't remember. I think they're Pakistani. They have a little like like a little thing, a little like
I get jealous.
container full of water that you can pour down your butt when you're done going to the potty, and does basically the same thing, and it seems a little bit cleaner. And I've done
Seems
that
cleaner.
before.
Yeah, that seems cleaner.
Like, you know,
But that also sounds a little bit complicated for like cleanliness as far as different parts go.
sure. Yeah, no, absolutely.
They like really go for the making out.
Yeah,
Like-
oh, that looked bad. That looked uncomfortable.
This is a long shot.
She went a little aggressive with that tongue.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
The show
on your
is
first
upsetting.
kiss, be a little conservative with the
A
tongue.
little
That's my
conservative.
recommendation. If you're
I mean, they
looking
both
for,
went full tongue. Like I could see both with their tongues in that
Yeah.
shot.
no, it doesn't matter who you are. You know, it's not like don't use your tongue at all on the first date. Just go feel each other out. You know,
Let's fill it out.
lightly, and then if it's received well, you know, keep going, progress.
Where are you from again?
So wait,
But,
are they
you know.
all going on different? They're all going on dates with each other
They're
this evening.
trying to figure out the. They're trying to figure out their first selection of like the best version of what they could see for the future, like checking each other's vibes ultimately.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird. It's like, what's the point of the way that they set it up? Oh, there's Sagittarius and a Gemini. Okay.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I don't know. She said it means that they get along.
Oh, okay.
That's what she said.
I trust her.
I don't know.
She looks trustworthy to me.
I don't know about like sun signs and how they get along or why that would be. Everyone wants to touch her and kiss her kissable lips.
This is true.
They're like, let's just
she's
talk
the-
for a minute, like 1 minute, and then make out. Like a lot. She's making out. Like, good for her.
Yeah, go get it, girl.
Thank you.
But notice it's never her who instigates.
Kiss, a little make out,
Hmm?
She's never the one to instigate.
No, she hasn't. She hasn't been. We had a
And
little
when
kiss,
Carrington
a
did
little
it-
make out.
Yeah. When
Sorry.
Carrington went to kiss her. No, when Carrington went to kiss her, though, it was pretty aggressive. It seemed a little forceful.
Mm.
I wonder what goes into production for like the idea of consent. Like how much is production telling you? Is that a boom mic on the right? Like a shadow of one
The
or something?
shadow of a boom mic. The shadow of something.
Then be a big old donger if that's what it was.
Or it's just the right amount of shadow.
Or it's just the right amount of
You know,
shot. Yeah, you're right. That can really help out the
Look, perspective is
Side.
everything. Lighting is really important, as we know.
Truly. Check out my socials.
I haven't kissed a girl in a really long time. Did they Did they kiss? They did.
They did, and it was
They kissed
uncomfortable.
because everyone voted them as the hottest.
That could have happened. I don't.
Is
I don't
that what
remember.
happened? I think so. I think that's what they're talking about. And they're like, "Oh, it was uncomfortable." Yeah, because you were like made to kiss. Okay, everyone's teeth is so white. I feel like, and then this has already been on my mind because like teeth whitening has been a topic of conversation lately, and now I'm thinking about it a lot. And now I'm like seeing all these people and they're like bleached ass teeth. Did you know it like hurts? Like you can't eat for a while. Like, it hurts to eat for a few days after you get your teeth bleached.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's a huge part of like when I first moved here, I had a few like outstanding dental problems. Audience doesn't
Mm-hmm.
know, but you know. And it was really stressing me out. They were causing me some pain, so I went to go. This was around 2 years ago, maybe a little longer at this point, but I went to go get them looked at. I looked up a bunch of dental offices around me. I had been on Medicare. I got it transferred down to the county in Los Angeles so that I could get seen. And so I found a dentist locally. I went in, and not only were the dentists there very like alarmist in how they were talking to me about my mouth, telling me, oh, this is really bad, we're going to need to do X, Y, and Z, and like not really telling me what any of this meant, just naming procedures and like technical jargon. And I was like, all right, well, let's get this done. I have Medicare, or Medi-Cal, I need to get this taken care of. Obviously, I'm in pain. And they were like, cool, we're going to take you into billing, and then we'll schedule you. And they showed me a bill that was for like 22 grand.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, why is it so expensive? Asked around a bunch of people that I know, and they were just like, yeah, you're in LA. Everybody's teeth is like a big part of their public perception, how they're going to be seen by casting agents, etc. It's one of the first things you see because you're smiling all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be more expensive here than just about anywhere else on the planet.
Nice to see everyone like,
And
Yeah,
this
I
is why
remember
we
you
need
telling me
regulation
that.
in every industry.
Why we need regulation in every industry?
like they clicked right away. That's what I want. Like there's a romantic connection. Sad. Love Island is betraying me. Damn, like I came here for that, you know.
Yeah. Here it is.
Yeah,
Love Island
it's
is
not
betraying
Love
me.
Island that's betraying you.
It's not Love Island that's betraying you.
It's white people. It's whiteness as a concept.
Yeah. Talk to the epitome of white girl
Oh yeah,
about it. That's a good idea.
That's okay.
yeah.
I honestly think that guys are just
Talk to the one who tries
I
to pull
honestly
off
think
Barbie.
guys are just intimidated by you, is what she said.
I wonder what they're intimidated by exactly.
Fucking yikes.
Yeah, I wonder why Mackenzie might assume that she is intimidating without asking anybody about that.
Again. Thanks for the girl talk.
Her name is Mackenzie.
Not hesitate to pull me aside.
I didn't catch that.
Time now for the Islanders.
Every go-go dancer
and
gets his
snuggle up
wings.
with
What?
someone they literally met today.
They are all in the same, but okay, it's giving Powerpuff Girls.
Okay, this is actually illegal. Like, I don't know how they're getting away with this, but it's illegal to have cameras in a bathroom.
I think because it's just a sink.
It's a shower.
There's a shower?
Yeah. And
I
they
didn't
film
see the
people in that shower later in the season.
Bro. Maybe it's Las Vegas. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, I mean, Vegas, Nevada generally runs pretty conservative the whole way through. Sam can attest to that. They live out there. But yeah, I don't know how you can get around that. No matter how conservative an area you live in, it just seems like a huge liability issue.
Mm-hmm.
Good night, Love Island.
So weird.
Like, especially, like, how many people are going to interact with that footage of you nude before it ever gets blurred?
Johnny's got a big decision.
Yeah.
He'll have
Dude, he looks so vexed.
He does look vexed.
Like, what am I gonna do? Which of these...
This is working on me, though. I want to go to Las Vegas now, and I want to get my teeth whitening strips. And I don't know. I go back and forth about my two front teeth that are all a little crooked. People like them. in Japan, that's like seen as a sign of beauty. So like I'm good. In some cultures, they like the wonky teeth. That's fine. But I'm brushing my teeth every day. It's okay. They get noticeably
Yeah,
whiter when I do that.
yeah.
Weird.
I don't know. I'm a proponent of health and being well, and
Mhm.
I don't think having your teeth bleached while you're in quarantine waiting to do a reality TV show is probably what's best for your mental and physical well-being.
I feel so.
I would
But
never get
brushing your
my
teeth
teeth
is good.
bleached. But I would do the
Yeah.
teeth whitening strips. Like that's I would do that.
Um, it's like it makes sense to me, especially I live in LA. I want to be an actor. I've been working my ass off of this, but yeah, it's just like if someone were to pay for it for me, probably yeah, I would have it done. But there's no fucking way I'm putting hundreds or thousands of dollars into doing that kind of shit because it's bad for me. It's bad for my body. It's like
Mm-hmm.
even just the process of like being like, oh well, I have to do this so that I have the ability to work is a
Right.
pretty bleak look on the world, and
Yeah.
it's reality. It's the reality we live in, but I don't want to. I never. I don't like that. Uh, it's this aspect of our culture that's super shallow.
However,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could see him being more of like a big brother to me a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but then I know somebody who like gets Botox and stuff. It like totally helps her mental health.
Right on. I think if it works for you, it works for you, and I applaud you for it. But yeah, it just
It's not like I was trying to hide it.
No.
yeah, I think
I think you are. No, I know that he's like, no.
yeah, ultimately that's it. Whatever makes you happy, I am gonna stand by it and approve that, second that for you. But
Who knows? He could have
yeah, for me,
ways with him, and he's like, I'm trying to make out with all these chicks right now.
He just needs to know how the kissing is.
it's just a bummer.
He's like, I need
It's just a bummer. I mean, ultimately, it's like most of the people playing the game. It's not like we have much of a choice. Not to be complacent, but like it's not like collectively, yes, we are like, okay, this is the game that we're playing, but it's not like we create the game that we're born into. You know?
I mean, yeah, it's I definitely agree. Like when it's this systemic, when it's this
No, yeah, she
uh,
was telling me. We had a
like
conversation last night, and he was like, "I'm always gonna keep it
like merged with our like lived experience and culture and
Well, that's
conditioning, it's hard to like feel the
Thank you so much for
like
sharing, but yeah.
where it becomes more of a collective kind of action you can rally behind because it's so, but because it is so like
Well, I'm gonna go out there and
um,
sit. Sounds good. I'll see you when you come out.
so deeply ingrained within the world we live in. It's kind of hard to even point out all the places that interact, like that vanity, the
Good.
culture of like perfection and this idea of like your body being ultimately
Get to know you a little bit.
Yeah.
an object, not necessarily even yours, something to be looked at from outside to be seen as something
And I would try
that fits certain societal standards. The way
Mhm.
that can manifest in so many hundreds of different ways that are some of them incredibly subtle and hard to parse through, or even why it would be an issue. It's hard to
And it's like, it's hard because
really rally behind those kinds of things as
Mhm.
a collective,
Mhm.
and he doesn't really have eyes for
especially because
Yeah.
like we're looking at these people, and yeah, they are attractive people, but like
privately.
I feel like
Yeah. Sorry,
Whoa.
it's spell the T up.
it's
Hey, hold up. Trey didn't tell me that. Okay. All right, Trey.
I think that everyone is.
what am I trying to say? I guess it's
but I do think
kind of funny and frustrating how much the focus is put on their
Last season,
like physical attraction
freaking out.
and kind of like
Through and through. So
glossing over all of the actual
especially not from the beginning.
personality and where people find
No, you know,
they relate to each other.
they would and ready to like explore what we have. I hope I can come to a decision where like best suits my needs and everything, and I'm
Like it's
decision. Like,
this conversation between Mackenzie and
I
Johnny. What is it about? It's all about like
so,
who am I going to pick?
Mhm.
Who? It's Super Mario fucking Brothers. It's Smash
It's like,
Brothers.
it's like, is anybody going to pick me?
Exactly.
The ball.
Carrington, you fucking little loser.
Idiot.
not but how are you feeling about the situation?
It's honestly really just like, I just want to hang out by a pool now.
No, for real.
Yeah.
Especially it's like the first sunny day in Los Angeles today for like the last week or so. So I'm
Mhm.
like, I'm really feeling that today. I just want to go out and catch some sun. What are we doing? It's like the afternoon on a Saturday. We're just inside watching fucking Zoomer fucking and younger millennial losers on a fucking reality TV show trying to fake woo each other in fucking Las Vegas
So I'm
in a
just
fucking
saying I am ready for
millions and millions, maybe hundreds of millions of dollars worth of hotel, just
We are
taking up the
wrong.
entire
We
top
are what is
platform
wrong with the world.
during the pandemic.
It's me. I'm the problem.
Yeah, I think I think we should write to Taylor and tell her that that this is should be the theme for this show. That she should have it. She should work that out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Although she never would.
You're living in the moment. You're like, wow.
She doesn't like to
I'll
share.
take your word for
Wow. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
it. That's good.
This is a
You're a
wow
wow.
moment. Oh my god.
I really wish that I had like chips so I could just be like crunching through all of this.
Yeah, I'm stabbing my fingernails into my knuckles. Is what I'm doing.
ASMR. I'm just like hitting my vape. I was gonna ask you if it was okay, and instead I'm just doing it.
No, it's totally fine. That's not something you can get.
So I don't know, like,
I think Sam even told me recently we could smoke weed on the program because we live in a state where it's legal.
Mhm.
But I haven't tested that yet.
No doubt.
I haven't tested that theory yet.
It's cool.
So it's a tough spot for me, just not knowing exactly
Interesting.
what's gonna happen. Like,
Well, I'm just gonna say that it's a non-flavored vape, so I'm all in on the regulations.
Yeah, I mean, Twitch is the land of gamers, and that means that
what is it?
vapes are
That you're like leaning.
insanely common
Yeah, I
during
figured.
stream.
Yeah,
You put me in like a really tough spot. You guys
I feel like a gamer because I have my like headset on and I'm vaping.
You can be a gamer if you want to.
I just don't have the stamina.
Oh my gosh.
Trey has been very
Uh.
direct. He's been telling me like all these amazing things, but let's say I go that
Oh, she has like a
route,
sideways
so
cross on her necklace.
So I'm like, why is my head being turned?
I'm confused.
Yeah, I feel like that.
Oh, she really likes Trey, so why is she looking at someone else? Is what she's saying.
Yeah, it's like they're married already.
Yeah, they've known each other for 2 whole days.
Yeah, maybe not
So-
even that long. Like honestly, the way that this is edited, it could be from
But
anywhere.
I mean, balls in your court. I feel like you have.
Bro. Oh, yeah, appreciate that. Appreciate that, 'cause you know how I feel. Yeah, we'll talk later. Oh yeah, yeah.
This is so.
My head's at as far as like my decision.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make it.
I love how the dudes always like
I still smoke.
dramatize them having to make these decisions. Like,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
we know you love the power. Like, stop pretending like it's also your burden.
I guess
I don't want
It's the
to
same like
steal anyone away who
affectation.
doesn't want to be stolen.
Yeah.
So the guys get to choose
It
not like
switches.
it's shoot. Okay.
Week to week, it switches.
Oh, so week to week, and then they like. Okay, that's.
So like that's where it's at.
I just this whole setup is strange to me. I do not like it.
It's super
It's
weird.
So weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like I don't know. Like even like Love Is Blind makes more sense to me than this. It's like much more consensual.
Oh, sure. Yeah, absolutely. This is like it's like
And just to be like,
what's the word?
like
You feel
literally a
forced,
game.
into these kinds of types of intimacy. Not just kissing, but sleeping in the same bed together, cuddling, all that stuff. It just kind of
Mhm.
feels like you don't really have like
but I also like the
Autonomy.
full autonomy. Thank you.
Yeah, they like sign away their autonomy by agreeing to do this game, which is like again, ugh.
Yeah.
They're like, I want to find someone I like, but I'm gonna like do it in this way.
Mm-hmm.
But I
And
don't
like,
know.
and this show specifically does it in a really unique way, where like
I don't know. Like I guess yeah.
a lot of the dating shows I've watched like have a similar kind of setup where there's cameras in the bedroom, but everyone's got their own bed, or sometimes they're split up by like dudes in this room, girls in this room.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of the time, it's still like
I was like, damn, and I'm sitting there
well,
laughing.
in this case, it's
Freshly covered up.
like so
Oh my god.
But
That is so funny.
yeah, concerning ultimately because of this whole aspect of like being pressured to, especially because you're on camera, act a certain way. Not to mention whatever's happening
The
behind the
girl
scenes.
and the guys are nervous, especially Craig. Without Sally, he won't be able to make out with Caitlin behind her back anymore.
I didn't expect a lot, like I didn't expect the situation.
I hate it.
This house sucks.
Yeah.
This it sucks being in this situation. Lana has like power to be because like he didn't have to like in the beginning. And like nobody had to step forward for him either. So he doesn't so it's like hey,
Carrington. They love to put Carrington in the stripes.
Oh, Johnny, take it off.
it's like he's in the crown right now. He's in the best
Because he's such a bad person, he belongs in a prison. No, I'm kidding.
don't know what to expect, bro. He could pick anybody. He could pick anybody. Like, so,
Vibes are so atrocious. He belongs in an
I'm like
institution.
no comment. I don't know comment.
he definitely picked
Like, hey, I'm for prison abolition.
But also, where would we put it, Carrington?
Where would we put Carrington?
out.
See, this is why I'm a fan of Fuckboy Island, because at least they're all exiled to an island, and I can pretend that they all have to stay there.
Mhm.
Situation.
Oh, man. I'm never gonna get over
Now I
this.
just have to, like,
I just,
we all know about right here. It's in that person, bro.
I can't. All of this. I'm like, it's hard to believe all of this. The episode is almost over.
Yeah, we are getting close to the end of the episode.
I
thank
feel
God.
like no time has gone by at all, but it's literally almost been 2 hours.
Yeah, which is crazy, yeah, because the shows themselves are like only an hour, and we haven't been pausing as much as I thought we would be, only to work out like technical issues and shit.
You know what I mean? But I'm like,
Uh,
I don't know.
I'm worried because my microphone is catching a lot of the sound, I think.
oh, that's
Oh, okay.
Because I do know that was also
Okay, that's good.
interested in a couple.
it. Also is letting me know we're making sure that we're on the same page. Like,
I'm just gonna.
I think there's like half a second delay between your dialogue and my dialogue, so I'm like perfect.
I paused a couple times to try and get in sync with you.
You're dead on.
Mhm.
So, yeah, I think things will get pretty crazy.
I like that shirt. It's atrocious. I love it.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like what animal print is that? There's no animal that has that print.
See where your head is at with us. And I know we kind of like talked
It's
about we like friend zoned each other.
a Z giraffe. It's a Z giraffe.
Everything, like
Yeah.
everybody else that's happened.
Yeah.
A Z
I
draft.
feel like the way we vibe,
Z Draft.
I feel like
Girl.
I would definitely.
Z Drafter.
Z Drafter, yeah. No, my
Yeah.
favorite
I feel like
mythical animal is Z Drafter.
Yeah, we vibe too well for me to just kind of not try to see.
Right.
I'm that type of person where people grow on me.
Jeremiah is super
And I feel
cute.
like that's what's happening with you. I see you.
I
just
know.
grow.
What the
I
hell? I
know.
think he's the most attractive person in the show.
And notice how little screen time he's got.
He's gotten so little screen time. He's too nice.
I'm telling you, that's what I've been saying.
He's
Is
looking
he's,
for
just,
someone with a personality and a sense of humor. It's too nice.
he's not gonna fight it here.
Look, lovely.
Thank you.
I
You feel it?
don't know.
Good.
I love
I don't know why you
Michaela's
love
outfit.
this because I'm like, it's a guy that's.
I also
Yeah.
love their like microphone setup. It's atrocious.
I think we're all.
So gross.
It's awful. It's like
It looks like your fly fishing little
I don't know.
thing.
they're wearing a harness for their microphone. It's like what I feel like the budget was not a whole lot for this.
I really like you.
It's
Like-
hard to say. Like some elements are like this is where the budget went, and then other things are like they didn't do it.
They did
this
not
right. Like,
account for it for all of the
Yeah.
things
So,
that they needed.
Like, honestly, I think the mic is a psychological thing.
I approach you.
This is gonna sound insane, but the whole strap around the waist and the lav on the necklace, I feel like it's almost meant to make you feel like you're unable to escape. They don't take them off until they go to sleep.
Up to you.
Yeah,
It's not
I could see that.
So
Like you are gonna have your audio recorded even if we
No,
can't
I
see
think
you on
it's
camera.
Like,
That's terrifying.
are you just like the come to me
Ew.
type, or is
Ew.
I know each other that well, so I'm more of trying to.
But I hate, especially how it interrupts a lot of the ladies' outfits because they wear cute outfits and then they have this ugly fucking mic pack around their waist.
I kind of like the mic pack for this dress.
That's fair. I mean, no judgment here.
but I think over time.
But I agree with you, though. I do agree.
So I'm sorry.
It does.
That was unclear.
Wait,
'Cause,
did
like-
he just tell her that he doesn't like her?
Things are still going very well.
I'm so confused. What just
I definitely
happened?
miss these feelings, butterfly feelings in your stomach. It's definitely.
Do you want to go back?
And I wouldn't.
No,
We can go back
I,
a little bit if
I
you
want to
want.
figure it out. I want to play with that ball that's in the pool. They're
Oh,
like
that's fun.
giant bubbles. I want to be like a little fairy.
So, I don't think they said they weren't interested. I think they were saying they want to take it slow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all I heard was like, sorry if that wasn't clear. And then he said that he did get butterfly feelings, so I was like, what just happened?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, it's almost like,
All right, so
yeah, it feels like nagging.
It's gonna be a crazy night. We don't know
Mhm.
what's going on, but I do know we're gonna have a good night.
It probably is.
Yeah,
I'm just ready to get the ball played.
I love that
I mean-
shirt. I love that shirt. What is going on? It's like
Oh, which shirt?
marble, her atrocious zebra, giraffe,
Oh,
tiger.
you know what it
like,
is?
Marble.
It's butterfly.
Oh, it's butterfly. It totally is. They're just all together. They're just all crammed
Totally.
together. Well, I love it.
It's like a monarch pattern,
Mm-hmm.
a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Johnny's shoes. Let's just put it that way.
So what is Johnny doing? He's picking a lady.
Johnny
Yeah.
has his pick of the litter tonight.
And that means, I think one of the dudes go home tonight, or maybe it's next episode.
Mm. Her shirt has a little ring around the. Do you think it's a bodysuit or a bathing suit?
Oh my god, I hope it's a bodysuit.
think it's a
want it even more
bodysuit.
then.
I
If it's a
know.
bodysuit, I need
It's
it.
hot.
Yeah. It changes everything.
That changes everything. I think it is.
No, too much time to talk. In the 2 conversations we had, I found out that we have a lot in common in those 2 conversations. But laughing infectious. I want the conversation to keep going. I just look forward to the next conversation, I guess, and get to know each other even deeper.
I'm gagging, but only gagging because it seems so ingenuine. Like, it feels like he was fed lines.
Is
Pop music. Is he even gonna say it before the end of the episode? Yeah, okay.
Oh, I don't.
He is. He is. Wait, is he? Wait, he doesn't. Fuck. Of course it doesn't.
You're baited, dude.
God damn it.
love with is
And they're just doing it again. They're just doing the cliffhanger a second time.
It really makes me glad I never watched cable. Like, I don't have access to it because this would piss me off so much more.
How long has this been on?
Oh man, this season drives me insane.
Okay, he does choose. Okay,
So-
I was like, what?
So there's like a whole, yeah. Oh man, this is. So the Selly, Johnny, Mackenzie, and Connor
I would have been
like
I know you
vibe for this is basically the whole season. It's like this super dramatic nonsense that goes on forever.
It like took 5 minutes.
Yeah, and it's never going to end now.
He got a text. Trey, you're now single. Later this week, all Islanders. I know he's reading it. In a recoupling.
that risk of being dumped.
Okay, so yeah, it's next week when they get sent home.
Okay, so next week the ladies get to choose.
Yes, I believe so.
Do they add another lady too? They must. They add another lady and then one of the other. How does this work? I'm sorry.
I think they either have no additions next week or they do add a lady and it complicates things more.
Yeah, and then the same thing happens.
Right,
That
because
does
someone will go home, I think, next week.
I'm
So
loving
they
the
have
Sunbum product placement.
to have.
I just want to say that's the one that I use. So it is Target. I think that they did get their shit from Target.
Oh my god. We gotta watch the credits. It'll probably say, like, sponsored, furnished, something like that by Target.
Okay. Yeah, we'll wait.
I mean, we don't have to do that. I'm just saying.
No, I kind of want to. Probably not. It says ITV Entertainment. I'm like looking ahead at the. Ew, I don't want to watch these guys make out all the time or like fake having sex. It's so weird. Oh, she has a cross tattoo also.
Yeah, why is her cross sideways though? I don't know if I
The
ever
cross
like
on
really
her
thought about
necklace is
that.
sideways, but her cross on her side is upright.
Yeah.
Uh,
Is it like, symbolizing the burden that she carries, like the cross?
right. Yeah, her burden.
We have company. Jeremiah, you are going on a date.
Oh, they bring in the girl
Oh, okay.
already at the end of this episode.
I stand corrected.
This show makes me want to smoke weed. It's the burden of
Same.
society.
Right, smoke weed and end society.
No, I said it's the burden of society, but yeah, no, it's an either or situation. It's like either I'm gonna light up or we gotta make things right. And by right I mean
say make
left.
things right, but that's a lot
Like
of effort.
very, very left.
Yeah, we only have another hour on the program, so I don't think we're gonna have enough to end society today, but we'll work on it.
No, but the next episode's only 43 minutes long, so we're good.
Dope.
Watch credits. 33 seconds. Host, narrator, executive producers.
Oh, my shit already went to the next episode. Did yours?
Oh, okay. No, I clicked watch credits. Wait, pause.
I'm
Wardrobe
pausing.
provided by Revolve, Prive, Revo, GGC, PQ Swim, Rewired, Vestige Brand, Voda Swim, Georgiana, Retrofit Thorson Sauvage swimwear. Okay, is that no? Okay. Neon Beach, Google Pixel, Herschel Supply Co., Harry Josh Pro Tools, Meg USA, Sunbum, Milk and Honey, Sunny Life, Zia Tile. Okay, so it's just Sunbum, like, on their own.
Okay, but it could be any one of those brands could be a Target brand. I just, I'm
No,
not aware.
I don't think Sunbum is a Target brand. I just like Target has a lot of Sunbum.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break before the next episode gets into it. I'm just paused.
Okay.
Cool. Thank you, Sam.
Very cool.
I'm at
Bodily
1 minute, 12
functions.
seconds. All right, welcome back, folks. We're in episode 2 of season 2 of Love Island. We're just starting off the episode. Did you hit play already?
I accidentally did just now, but I stopped it.
Okay. So yeah, I did open on break the boxes that Zach sent me. They are all magic cards. I got like 15 pounds of magic cards in the mail just now.
Amazing. That's so many magic cards. Holy crap.
Yeah. So big shouts out to the homie Zach. Thank you, buddy. I have no idea what I'm going to do with them, but I'm sure it will be very fun. Yeah.
I got a giant thing of cranberry juice cocktail on the break.
That's beautiful. I love that.
I'm going
for you.
full gamer mode. Just drinking out of a jug.
Is it like is it straight like cranberry juice? Or are you drinking the most bitter drink on the planet?
No, it's cranberry juice cocktail. It has sugar in it. Not as much because it's a TJ brand. That's short for Trader Joe's, for those who do not know. Also, the brand of the licorice. This is not. This is not an endorsement of Trader Joe's.
However,
I
Trader
just
Joe's,
went there
you want
a
to pay
couple
us.
days ago. Yeah. However, Trader Joe's, if you want to, throw some money our way or some cranberry juice cocktail.
Yeah.
I prefer Ocean Breeze, honestly. I just ruined that deal for us.
That's okay.
But it has more sugar. So I like this one. It has less sugar than that.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get into it.
Okay.
Starting up in 3, 2, 1. Love Island. Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's still so colorful.
I love that the island is just the top of a casino.
I like how they did the recap and now they're playing the end of the last episode again.
Yeah, it's definitely a time waster. Like
they love to waste our time.
Yeah, they really just yeah, and they're gonna play like flashbacks. Yeah, throughout the season, they're gonna keep doing this shit.
I'm really feeling the brainwashing energy here in this show.
Yeah, it's not subtle job.
That's
Oh,
But it's
another thing.
working.
Another thing I forgot about, like this phone sitting next to her, that's not her regular phone. They all have their phones taken from them at the beginning of production and are given
Right.
production phones.
Because they did say, like, oh, I got a text. Like, 2 of them said that
Right,
at
yeah.
the end of the last episode.
So
Yeah,
think about how we
these
use
mic packs are atrocious. I just
They
keep
really
using that
are.
word to describe this show. This show is atrocious.
Yeah, the whole thing, top to bottom.
The thing is that and I can't really make the one.
Yeah,
that any
not a
sense.
fan of the mic packs.
I got it.
Oh, right. Because now they're going to party.
I like you, but I don't know if I like you. I'm obsessed
Yeah.
with those pool balls, though.
That's the thing. We called Connor a toddler earlier, but really, these people are all in middle school, like in that mentality. At least for
No,
this show.
They were given sippy cups.
Yeah, exactly. No offense to you if you use those kinds of water bottles. Thank you for using a reusable water bottle at least. But also, it's a sippy cup.
I was expecting Jeremy.
Yeah.
You can embrace
it's
it,
not a
or you
sippy
can be
cup.
cringe.
Nalgene. Nalgene, sponsor us.
Oh man.
So they're gonna party, but they're not gonna drink or anything. They're just gonna hang out. Sounds like, I mean, that's what I do. So that's no judgment there. It's just weird that they're pretending to drink.
Yes. And like I was gonna say, just imagine how we use our phones. Like all of these people are already like deeply indoctrinated into that kind of like aspect of our reality. We all do it, every one of us. But like especially in these kinds of situations, if you had your personal phone, you wouldn't be able to give access to the entirety of a production team to everything in your phone. But because that's what they're using their phones for, production probably could just hijack their video feed at any time. Production can do all kinds of things with the information. Not only that, but they're probably contractually obligated to like whatever photos or videos or anything they record or keep on that phone during the time of production. It's therefore production's material. They can't do anything with it.
Was like nervous for me also.
That makes sense.
Like I do want the best for
In some of these seasons, they talk directly about like, well, I don't have my phone, so I feel a little bit this or that way. It's really interesting.
Yeah, because then they're like they're already in quarantine. They're already isolated. So, and then now they're just like for weeks on end unable to contact their families or what? Like
completely disconnected from their families, friends, anybody they know.
Sus.
Can't even get pizza delivered to the fucking hotel through like Postmates or whatever.
I've been wanting pizza so bad for days. I made a really delicious salmon curry though, and I'm eating it.
A delicious what?
Salmon curry.
Ooh,
The
that sounds
miso salmon curry.
damn. Umami.
Umami. But the recipe was super simple and I added some spices. So they added 2 girls. They added 2 girls. They added one at the end of the last episode and another one at the beginning of this episode.
Oh my god.
How does that even like?
You can look, but don't touch.
Oh, they're both in the same hot tub. Okay, so it's a double date in the same secret jacuzzi.
Right.
Okay.
It's a.
I know, you're welcome.
Yeah, it's so that there's still an equal number, so that there's one more girl than the guys, so that at the end of this episode, the girls can take out one of the dudes.
No, at the end of this episode, a guy is gonna go out.
Right.
And a girl is gonna be set up to go out.
Right.
I'm confused though, because like, how does that That's so confusing. Like they just keep adding people. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just weird. It's just weird.
it's part of this, like, yeah, it's been this way throughout this show's existence. I think after we watched this season, me and Kat went back and watched like the first season,
Mhm.
and yeah, it's always like this, and it is directly so that you never really feel like, even as an audience member, you don't feel like you're stable in any of these like kind of narrative devices that they're using. It's always possible for like if you're watching this and you're rooting for this couple or that couple, there's always the like ingrained like fear of that not working out, and like that triggers like the responses in our brains are like because we're so indoctrinated into the like cultural habits of monogamy and like all kinds of different intersecting kind of avenues in our brains. That's like a fear response, as well as like the stress and the that feeling of instability, kind of feeding into this whole program that obviously is going to have some effect on the people on the show as well.
That's right.
Like we as the audience member don't even get to know them well enough to get that connection in the first place, though. The like attachment to whichever couple plays out. That's what you're talking about, right? Like
We think that, but you would be surprised. You just search any of the hashtags for these shows, and find out how parasocial people are going to get, or people actually get on the internet
Okay.
about these couples.
because the people who watch these shows, like you were saying, like are into the like
Oh, you're sweet.
I forget what just the looks.
Right. It's based entirely on their physicality. I guess there's an element of like vibes or whatever that you pick up on, like
Chemistry.
yeah, even like just like an audience member going, oh, I like this person because they remind me of my mom, or my friend or my aunt or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of like, obviously, yeah, you're right. We don't get to know them enough to like actually develop any kind of like genuine feelings about them, but because projection is such a motherfucker, people tend to just put whatever they want into these people, having them be more of like vague, or vague personas kind of helps contribute to that projection, because it's almost it is deliberate.
Just the way the conversation went. I think what it was when I got to know her.
Yeah, it's that brainwashing thing.
Flirty side, and I also got to know some intricate things.
So that's great.
I don't know, like I am just watching this and I'm like, I just want to eat all of this sugar. Like I don't get that with shows that I'm really invested in. Usually. Maybe I'm just depressed.
Because if that's genuine,
I am.
This is a great distraction.
Good. I was gonna say there's no shortage of reality shows, even just on Netflix itself. So we could switch it up if you're feeling like it's not what you want to do right now.
but I am not giving up on love.
But
We're in it already.
if we're in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we only have half an hour left of this show.
Oh yeah. Dang.
I thought we'd be able to get through like 3 episodes, but no, I could do this all day.
Right. Yeah.
I was expecting to want to tap out at 3 o'clock, but I'm like,
yeah. I mean, honestly, aside from like this show and all the complaints I can have about it, this is like, man, it's a fun little way to spend time. I didn't know if I would like streaming when I first started doing it, but I really enjoy it.
mm-hmm. I think it's more fun with a person. Like I've done the live streams alone. I've done like recording alone, like for the tarot stuff. But like every time I've done it with another person, it flows a lot
Got you.
more, and I feel like I can go for way longer.
Yeah, I like having guests for that reason as well. It's like it definitely feels like a little less like a performance, I guess. Like, it's more of a conversation, and less of,
Mhm.
I mean, an obvious monologue. Like, people in the chat sometimes, will come in and talk, but
Mhm.
unless you have, like, a huge audience, you're not usually getting a heavy stream of comments all the time to kind of have that to respond and bounce off with.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I know someone who is like, she basically posts every single day of the week almost. So she has regular people come in on the lives, but like it's because she's been posting every day for like a long time. Like,
right,
it's like
totally.
always be content.
Always be content,
Always
ABC.
be content. Are we gonna see if that is a bodysuit or not? This
I don't think we are.
is this thing 2? What's happening? Are they gonna add even more people before the end of the week?
Oh, man.
I'm
Honestly,
so
I don't
confused
know.
at how this works.
They want to keep you on the edge of the seat, so it's hard to say when they're going to start adding more people in. It's sometimes it's pretty consistent, but sometimes it's not. Even like the way that they format the episodes themselves, sometimes it changes things up. Yeah.
It's like, has it been 2 days? Has it been? Oh my God, there's so many people. How many people are there now? 13 people?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, because they
There was-
added we had 10 people. We added Johnny, and now we've added. Is it? It's Kirsten, and then someone else with like a very similar name.
Yes, they do have similar names. I do forget both of them, so I'm trust. I believe you're right. It is. I think it is Kirsten, but I can't remember. I can't remember half of their names, if I'm being honest with you.
There's so many of them, and we don't get to know them. So
And it's hard. Yeah, like.
And then Connor was, but sorry, you're hers.
Yeah, I guess I hadn't thought about that when I was talking earlier, but yeah, even like the idea of like these people might go and that, being an extra like added kind of anxiety, about this show because like what if, this is one of the characters that you like. What if they're gonna go? That's another kind of stressor that's added to it. And it's also like
I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm gonna be like, who is available?
oh shit, I thought I had a good point. I didn't.
Y'all can't take
Damn.
jokes.
I don't know.
Do you see how protective she got so quick over this dude she literally just met?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like
yesterday.
Yeah, and he's like, doing the whole thing where he's like, maybe I'm not that into you. I'm gonna neg you and leave you in doubt.
It's Rachel and Kirsten.
Rachel and Kirsten. Okay.
I
No, Mackenzie says this.
How many of them have a tattoo in a different language? At least 3. At least 3 of them.
Yeah. Dude, she's so cringe.
I love she's crying. Why is everyone picking on me?
Are all over the place right now. My intention.
Why are
was
you
not to
bullying
come
me?
across as a possessive, like, mark my territory, and
Literally a cry bully.
I'm offended by that because I don't feel that way whatsoever. Why they have to like be like that? So rude. Wait, what happened? Why are you crying? I feel like they were trying to make a big deal.
Oh my
Like, said
God.
no freaking reason. Wait, no, what was that?
I love this.
Yeah, she's a lot.
Wait, and I really
I love
Speaking of
it.
projection.
So much.
just read it. A lot
Like,
not tonight.
I don't know, like I love going bimbo mode. I love it.
Like, and what's great about this is you can't even be like, oh, she had too much to drink.
could not go find him. Oh, I
She just like this.
She's just like this.
Uh,
Yeah, it's very, very high school.
I feel so good.
oh man.
I didn't go back.
Looking to find out
Ew.
when Sally talks with Johnny.
And it is interesting though, considering like how protective each of these couplings of people who just met each other are already kind of
To get to know.
falling into those like
So,
I mean, not only unhealthy like relationship patterns, which I wasn't even going to mention, but that was the first thing that was like obvious in front of my face. But also like developing these kind of like
Sally, she's beautiful. I love looking at her. She's easy on the eyes.
not
Sally's
objectifying, but like possessiveness, essentially. You know,
Mhm.
developing these senses of like ownership over each other.
Mhm.
And like yeah, it's wild because yeah, they've literally just met.
Right, like even the language that Trey used, or not Trey, but Johnny used when he was like talking about Trey. And this girl whose name I forget. Sally, yeah. Like when he was like, I don't want to steal somebody. Like steal somebody. Like
Mhm.
they are a possession.
Exactly. Ugh.
The crime of not controlling a beautiful
Irish law firm's kind of funny though.
Sorry that
What?
The announcer called them Irish law firm Connor and Mackenzie.
I missed that part. All I saw was the crime of not consoling a woman when she cries.
They come after me.
His face, just like empty.
I don't get it.
Alright, I would listen to you, but you're like a woman, so I don't really know what you're saying because I actively can't stop looking at your tits.
taking care of a girl and making know that she feels cared for, that's something that takes time.
You should have actively came after me.
So that's kind of where I'm at with Mackenzie, just trying to understand why she has certain expectations of partners and relationships and has the best to be treated. I'm sorry. And I will be that person for you. And I don't want you to be concerned about that. Relationships don't work and develop with
Oh my
balance
god.
and strong
Look at it, they're being so mature.
trust.
Relationships don't work and develop without a foundation of strong communication and trust.
Yeah, that's what they're
Who told him to
doing. They're
say
building
that?
that foundation. Obviously. Clearly, that's what they're doing.
Clearly, that's what they're doing. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Yeah, there's no like emotional manipulation or guilt trip happening here at all.
Oh,
yeah,
you know, they
the-
wouldn't even know what those words mean.
There's the shower piece.
Yeah.
I'm like literally, I'm gonna get it mixed up with keep forgetting his name too. Can I like simply press you guys?
They're like talking
So
about
small.
forgetting their names because they like literally they just met everybody. Like even they're forgetting each other's names.
I know. And it's like one of those situations where you don't want to just keep asking somebody's name, but you've just met 10 people. Like, how can you be expected to remember everybody's name that quickly? I guess, you know who they probably ask most often? Hey, this assistant to the producer or that person
Mhm.
on set, like, can you remember their name? I don't remember their name. Oh man. You know who would be a great guest? Is like somebody on a crew for a show like this. Although I'm sure they're NDA'd the fuck up.
Oh my god. Yeah. Why? We've got night vision cameras hidden everywhere. Let's
hidden.
watch them all sleep.
and Carrie and
Is it weird how they tend to put the like pillows everywhere, like on top of like the way that they sleep in these beds feels completely unreal to me as well. But everybody has like a weird sleeping like tick. I feel like.
Well, I mean, it feels so staged that it's like I wonder if they're even actually sleeping or if they just record for a minute, right? And then they actually have like their own freaking rooms in this hotel.
That would be, yeah. Hopefully, honestly, that would be like ideal.
I would want that for them. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, thanks, babe.
Probably not the case, but still. What is he doing? He's like a little gazelle. What's the word I want? He's like a. He's like, what's it? The meerkats? Who works out like that? Is that how you work out?
It's a thing. I don't know if his form is perfect or whatever, but yeah, it's like for the lats, I think.
I feel like also.
I can't do it. I'm sitting in a chair, in an armchair.
Jeremiah's like definitely my favorite.
They're like doing the guy thing.
Yeah.
Or like,
And thank God, because otherwise they're just going to be criticizing the ladies in the house.
yeah. No, it's good. They need to be in competition with each other.
So I'll probably just continue to like mainly
It keeps them it keeps people safe.
I do appreciate the levels of like they're not always wearing like a bra or makeup.
What are y'all up to?
Yeah.
I know. It's so
I think that definitely is like an important thing for them to like be actively showing. And like,
so we're just
not
I know.
not every moment is like selling us the perfectly crafted version of this person. They have some moments where they're a little bit more vulnerable and not like 100% put together or whatever. But I think a lot of this stuff is just like, it's not no makeup, it's like half makeup, you know?
We do this fire.
Which I think, kind of sends the message that even that is kind of a cultivated thing.
With the date that Grace and I went on,
Deliberate.
Very attractive.
It all has to be deliberate. Right? Like it's all how many people
James, that's the boring guy's name. I keep forgetting.
Oh, I ate too much
That's when
sugar.
I was like, are you done yet? I was in a minutes. I know, right here. I was like,
But he has glasses. He must have culture also.
Yeah, judging by his tattoos.
oh my god.
He has no idea what that word means.
He like wasn't even talking to anybody for so long and now he's just betraying Moira. I feel bad for her.
Oh yeah.
Is she gonna start acting out?
Him and Moira, they were like practically married already. They were perfect.
I know. They were like all cuddly and making out. Why are you even exploring your other options? Just get that money, dude. Like
unbelievable. Yeah. It's
right?
so
like,
it's so
I don't know. Huh.
Oh, and just like the way that they like referring to what you were talking about earlier, how the guys just kind of sit around and watch each other work out and like kind of like critique or like root each other on or whatever they're doing in the moment. But yeah, it's like this very like
him kissing other girls, but I'm not in charge of teams.
yeah, it has this feeling where it's like it doesn't feel like a gym. You know what I mean? It feels more like a primitive social group dynamic.
Yeah. For real.
So stunning. I can't even handle how beautiful.
Oh my god.
Everything was going great.
No, I was gonna say that like if it were me, I would kind of try to like it's all about the influencing anyways, right? Like I wonder how many of these people actually expect to find someone period.
Yeah, I mean,
You know.
if not uncommon for people to do shows like this just to increase their like their visibility.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like if it were me, I would try and play off that like if I were James and Moira, I would try to like negotiate like we could play this. Like we have chemistry. We should probably stick together. Like I would be doing my own thing, my own little thing. Like maybe they are. Maybe Moira was like, yeah, you should go flirt with that other girl, and then we'll cause drama, and then we'll have like a big old like comeback. You know, like we'll have a good talk about it, and we'll make up.
That's good. That's good.
Like
But you're mic'd all the
you
time.
go talk to that other girl and be like, no, they're mic'd all the time. Yeah, they would
I
get
wonder if they're
booted
mic'd when
by
they're pooping.
production. I know, that's what I was thinking when you said that before. That they're mic'd all the time.
Like we don't see what they're eating.
Cougar ahead.
But they with that twice his age.
Okay, so they told production personal information about themselves.
Oh yeah, intimate partners and stuff like that. That hopefully remained anonymous the whole time. Oh God!
No,
The
because that's the
pilot.
game that they're playing.
I just realized the costuming decisions they're making here is like pilots and stewardesses. Like
Oh, God.
this is old school misogyny, dude.
Very old school misogyny. And the stewardess outfits are pink, of course.
Oh,
Oh. I'm like holding my breath. I'm like stressed out by this.
yeah. I just love like what this says about a lot of the people in this show, but also like how they react to it is like its own revelation.
Highlander slept with a friend's girlfriend just to see if he could pull it off.
Damn, now I want to see who the Judas is.
This game is kind of evil.
Yeah, I mean it's meant to throw whatever like potential relationships that are forming kind of like into question.
I thought she
Oh
was
my
going
God.
to go back,
How they like shake his hand and stuff like that. It's so weird, dude.
It's so weird.
I mean, the question was, you once slept with a friend's girlfriend just to prove that you could do it, kind of thing.
Just to see if you
Which,
could
like,
like get away with it.
it's not like if you shouldn't be congratulating your friends on things like that. That's gross.
Yeah.
That's awful. Don't do that to people. That's fucked up. Playing games with relationships like that
No,
is
well,
how you end
and
up
because
alone.
they include like exactly like that because they're including the kissing. Like really, it's like the competition is the kissing it's the kissing. Like they're not even in those last two. It seemed like they were just kissing Jeremiah so that they could kiss Jeremiah.
Yes.
Right. Like
because they're
in competition with each other.
Exactly.
So it's like, are they playing the game or not?
Well, this game specifically doesn't really matter. This game is, gonna have.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happens with who wins in these kinds of games, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. What matters is like who's kissing who, and like sometimes some of the stuff that's revealed in these contests is like stuff that they'll use for drama later. Earlier you said you did this in this situation. Can you just tell me more about that? Implication? Insinuation?
This is upsetting.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to. Someone's calling me. I need to text them.
All good.
Oh, nice. This Islander once flipped a coin to determine which boy she was going home with that night. Wow.
You know, no judgment. Sometimes it's just how it is. You are being pursued.
Yeah.
And, you know, neither of them is really that, like, overwhelmingly different than the other. So it's just like, flip a coin for it, right?
What the? Is that toilet paper? Toilet paper.
This Islander went
What
number
can I
2
look up?
on the side of the road
Yeah.
because the line of the club was too long.
Why not? It's always both. It's not always both. But,
I don't
you
know.
know.
Why would I give up the opportunity to just like make out with whoever? I guess, you know, especially during quarantine.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something you have to consider as well. Is like, you know, the sexual frustration that a lot of us gain during quarantine because, you know, we're single and stuck in the
Mhm.
house. Not to mention just the threat of possible death for trying to hook up. Like,
Yeah.
people still did it, but and
Yeah. So like this is all like under wraps, so they know that they're like in the same pod. There's no
Right.
real worry about that.
it's as safe as you can be in that moment.
Yeah.
This is that some people are gifted with natural talents.
Oh
What was with that face?
He's the worst.
Oh my god. These dynamics are
Rachel.
like, did you see how like that kiss looked? It looked so
It
uncomfortable.
looks really uncomfortable. This guy is
Like,
awful.
Yeah, he's like,
It's him. It's not. It's just him.
I think Kirsten looks like she's having a bad time. Like, every face she's made is like, I'm trying to have fun so hard right now, but my
I know.
face don't lie.
That's the final score. The boys had like 3 questions.
Yeah, I mean, they were much worse at the game.
They were worse
the
at
thing.
the game.
Because they were like just wanting to like kiss whoever they haven't kissed already. Like, you know, that, yeah, just like a turn of phrase. But yeah, it's like the desire of what you don't have already. And then they can work that feeling out and still feel like, you know,
It's
fucking,
still above board because it's a part of the game.
yeah. And they can
And
feel
the
like
girls
a
were doing the
player.
same thing.
True.
Like laughing. That's so funny.
I think the implication is different. For when the girls were kissing, a lot of it was like marking territory. When the guys were kissing, it was like,
I just want to kiss this person because I haven't kissed them yet.
yeah,
I'm going for
even like
yeah,
signaling a different message to the rest of the guys in the group. Like, instead of signaling like, I want this one, you know, give me a moment with them, figure that out.
We're
It's
like
like,
very loved up and we're saving our first real kiss. We haven't even done that yet.
I want what you have, and here's how I can get it.
Counted it as anything yet.
Do you think you go the distance?
Dude, I absolutely think.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
honestly,
know. It's just weird.
We're talking,
Yeah.
and maybe I like would think she's more attractive than Mackenzie. I don't think I would flip
Exactly.
by any means.
Rachel, girl, you shocked me.
Oh my god. Those outfits are incredible.
Yeah, I love that this is like probably at least a couple hours after that, and they're still wearing the goddamn costumes.
But
I mean, the guys too, like the short shorts and all of their shirts are unbuttoned.
Yeah, and like, I just want to say it, the construction is really bad. They obviously are just shirts they put pins on.
Play all
and-
day.
yeah, and they don't look like
Pretty
they were
surprising.
incorporated well.
I was like, I'm curious how it was a one night stand because you don't seem like the type that would lose their virginity.
See what I'm talking about with like it being drama to farm later.
Only had sex 3 times.
What?
Yeah.
3 people.
Bullshit.
I think that's a super
What?
powerful way of expressing.
Bullshit.
He said he's only had sex 3 times.
Yeah. 3 people.
How old is he? 23?
That's why
No, I think that was Carrington. I think he's a little bit older.
He's 24.
Probably.
you know.
He's the fucking auditor, right?
Butterflies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's
I feel
24.
such a strong friendship
Okay.
connection, but then there's also chemistry with him.
Why are they so aged?
Wow,
They
I
all look
feel like,
old.
yeah, like I said, butterflies. I'm like, it's crazy.
Is
I
it
mean-
me? Am I old? I don't understand.
No, it's part of like
No, that's
it's part of the culture, you know. As soon as you're like
if I'm like committed to somebody, then I want to like
trying not to put this in a way that's so disgusting.
Like, you,
Like younger
the-
people,
they try to look older and mature, but then the goal is to stay like looking young also, so.
exactly. Yeah, you want to have like an age somewhere in the mid-20s that you can shoot for like over a decade. Like that's the
Mhm.
aesthetic that you keep up for
Or
as
longer.
long. Yeah.
Like, probably longer than a decade.
Yeah, as long as you possibly can. Absolutely.
Mhm.
And as soon as you start noticing one like difference in like a wrinkle in your face or something like that, you know, that's when the like
You know what I'm saying? It's no secret.
I mean, ultimately dysmorphia starts coming in, which you know,
I just feel like
of course they're going to be allowed to get surgery. Some of them through insurance.
Yeah.
Shouts out to all of the horrible fucking scumbags in this country trying to take that right away from all of our trains.
Like, you know, like you know how I'm feeling.
Mhm.
I don't want nothing
Hope
to
you
change,
have the
but,
first
you know,
outcome.
No, and it won't.
It's funny how half an hour ago I was saying I could do this all day, and now I'm like, okay, I'm done with it.
Yeah, honestly, we can call it here. Well, I guess there's only a few
We
more
have 4
minutes left.
minutes. We only have 4 minutes left. We'll just finish this episode. I'm so confused. It is exhausting though, like you said, like the instability.
Kind of vibing with Rachel.
Yeah.
Like they want to keep us going. Like what's happening, and it's just constant, and it's like
Just said that last night.
badly put together. Like I said at the
I
beginning.
appreciate that you, like,
Yeah, it's honestly it's kind of nice having like this window where I'm watching these shows because it like makes me want to watch them less like outside of this. Because binging these shows can be like dangerous to my mental health. Like where it's just like I feel wiped after, you know, a few episodes where it's just like
Yeah.
all of the like emotional instability and stuff like that and just like the you know everything else that goes on in this show that just makes you like expend energy and like mental space and like
yeah.
yeah, if you're me, just like anger.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to find like yeah,
You gotta find
you
a
have to find
balance.
what's healthy, yeah,
Yeah.
as a way to watch these kinds of things.
Yeah. I also did not get enough sleep last night, so I'm like, cool.
Oh, dude, I've been trying to quit smoking, so my dreams have been like
Yeah.
kicking my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Said something last night. But
They'll do that.
Honestly, how would that have changed for you?
I definitely wouldn't have kissed him in the challenge. You know what
Damn.
I mean?
He'd have in his face.
That tattoo is like raised off of his skin. Did he get that done recently or something?
Now, like,
You see that when the light rakes it like that?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it just bad?
It's just bad. They just did it too deep.
Um,
I have a tattoo like that. And it's like a little bit scarred.
That's what you can do at this stage.
obviously, like, it's not a secret. Like, I'm attracted to other girls here. Everybody here is attracted, but like,
Everybody here is attractive.
I better.
I mean, she told him earlier, like, you know me by now, like, I'm honest, and it had been like 2 days.
It's like, you know, it's not uncommon to feel like you, especially when you just meet someone, like you get them a lot quicker than you actually do.
Mhm.
Especially with like something like that, where it's like, you know me now, I'm honest, which is like, especially when you're first getting into a relationship with someone and you're in this kind of like hostile social situation, you might be kind of a little more blunt, a little bit more straightforward than you typically would be. But either way, you're still trying to, I mean, everyone's been the like, I mean, not everyone, but a lot of people have direct experience with like the honeymoon phase or whatever you'd like to call it of a relationship, where everything seems one way, but you give it a few months or maybe less, and suddenly that feeling, I mean, it really doesn't matter how long it is, eventually that feeling does fade. And you realize that there are all kinds of differences in the person that you presented to the person at the beginning of the relationship. Oh, that was the end. Okay.
That was the end.
Yeah, compared to who you actually are. But I don't want to keep you. We had to bounce.
No, it's totally chill. I'm good. I was just thinking, like, I heard a relationship therapist say that the honeymoon phase lasts 3 to 5 years, which I was like kind of blown away by. But she was talking in the like terms of a long-term relationship, right? And I do think like the honeymoon phase wears off faster than that if you don't like get along or whatever. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think about that a lot. I'm like, okay, good to know.
That's really fun. That was like, I mean, honestly, that's really accurate to mine and Kat's relationship.
Yeah.
I think between 3 and 5 years is when I stopped drinking because I saw how it was affecting their life, but both of our lives, the lives of so many people that I cared about, especially them.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's seems dead on to me.
Yeah, and then she says that the next couple of years are like about actually learning to trust the person and like developing that sense of security and trust. And I forget what she says about the next part. I should listen to it again. I was like all up in that. It's like all about, she talks all about communicating. She's always suggesting mindfulness practices.
That's
Like,
awesome.
this is the best way to communicate. Is just practice mindfulness, meditate every day.
Yeah, I support it.
Yeah.
I don't have the constitution for meditation. I don't have it. I might someday, but not today. But I mean, whatever fucking gets you through life and shit, dude. That's all I care about. Just whatever helps, because it, as you can tell from watching shows like this, it's even as far as it's produced, like it shows aspects of living in this society in this period of time that make it additionally difficult where it doesn't need to be. And I mean, that's tied into all kinds of aspects of our society. I mean, ultimately, most of those tie to capitalism or racism. But yeah, it is a multifaceted problem that we're constantly going to be tackling, and these kinds of conversations are definitely integral to that process. But I digress. I'm so glad that you came on today. I love you so much, bud. I didn't want to keep you too long, but yeah, I was just going to bring up Sad Trash again. I participated or was an audience member in a lot of those earlier ones when we were still up there, and I'm bummed I'm not going to be there for this one. But
you were in the music video we did.
I was.
That I wish was on YouTube, but it's not. I have a VHS tape of it.
That's awesome.
Which just goes like, that goes to show the ephemeral quality of Sad Trash. It's you're either in the know or you find out.
So plug in your socials once again. It was Sharpest Teeth at Instagram, and is there any other one that you like to plug?
It's the sharpest teeth at Instagram.
Thank you.
And then, I mean, I did mention that I do the... Okay. I mentioned that I do the tarot reading on YouTube, and that's also the Sharpest Teeth. Pretty much all my socials are the Sharpest Teeth. If you're interested in hearing my music, it's Gender Trash. I have that solo Gender Trash album up, and then I'm releasing my solo album, which I'm thinking of going under the name Nothim, like Nothim, but I might just go with Wilder because people know my name, which is weird to say, but it's true. Small town stuff.
Want to tell me about the Nothim name?
Nothim name is like, I was literally just like, the album is about codependence. It's about like shadow work and cringe feelings that I get around other, like, my romantic interests, right? The like attachment and like things that I do that I don't like. That's what all the songs are about, and like giving voice to. And then Nothim is just not him, but it's one word. So that's pretty much it. It's really basic. But the album is called We Excrete Many Fluids When We Sleep. Nonetheless, that's the name of the album. Whatever artist name I decide.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Is there? We plugged Gender Trash. We plugged Sad Trash.
Sad
Your
Trash is
YouTube
on
channel. Oh,
April 29th.
do you have those, Sam? Do you have those links ready to go? Could you drop them in chat? Oh, sorry. But we will have them on the VOD when it comes out on YouTube. We'll put those in the description.
Do we have a chat for this?
Oh, not connected to Twitch because we're on Discord.
Oh, but
if you drop it in chat, Sam will have
drop it
access to
in
that
the
chat.
That's the tickets to Sad Trash. I don't have any other links like queued up. That's just already in my copied links. Yeah.
Bang. So you'll have
Very
a link to the tickets for Sad Trash if you're up in Sonoma County or want to travel to Sonoma County to go to one of the greatest shows you'll ever go to. An expression of vulnerability, of community, and this one embracing the cringe.
Embracing the cringe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sad Trash 6. It's a 6-1.
I love it.
It might be the last one. I say that and my brain is like, no, because I always end up doing it again, even though I never want to. It's very important to me. This stays up, right? On Twitch?
Yeah, it'll be up on Twitch for 2 weeks, I think.
Okay. Cool.
And then it'll be on
perfect.
it'll be on YouTube next week.
Okay. So, and then it's just on YouTube forever.
Unless we delete it.
Unless we delete it. Cool. No, 2 weeks is good on Twitch because that's how long it is until the show. And that's cool. Everyone will just know how hot I think my boyfriend is. And he's real. He's a real person. Which is great.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't got anything else. I'm happy that you had me on. I had a lot of fun. I'm tired, but it was it was a good experience. I'm happy to have the distraction because this morning I had some drama come up that has nothing to do with me. So it's nice to just have this.
Chill.
Yeah.
Love Island.
Love Island. Atrocious. That's my review.
Giving it 2 thumbs way down.
Way down. Like, I'm not even gonna use my hands to describe how bad it is. It's just bad.
Well, we'd love to have you back anytime. Literally, you could come back every week if you want to.
Okay. Cool. Hit me up and we'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Wilder. And thank you all for checking out this live stream where we watched Love Island Season 2, Episode 3, or Episodes 1 through 2. Sorry. We really appreciate you for being here and for watching us. I hope you are out there taking care of yourself, taking care of each other, and I hope you're having a good journey.